the limit, and then you change your mind, oh, and we begin to rock.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine, and I am here to do a collective reading for the new moon in Taurus, which is taking place on Friday, May 19th at 8:53 a.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. I've been kind of laying low for a little bit. Eclipse season was quite the doozy for me. What's really funny is that I had a pretty mellow Mercury retrograde. I tend to be able to roll with the punches and go with the flow really pretty easily during Mercury retrogrades. But as soon as Mercury went direct, everything started going wild, like haywire. Everything from travel plans, snafus, to car trouble, to all of it. But anyway, I am slowly reemerging. My calendar is open for personal readings if any of you are interested in that. There will be an extended to this reading over on Patreon. It'll be a pick a card. And so I'll do the shuffle at the end of this video. If you watch to the end, you can see the shuffle and then decide whether or not you want to join us over on Patreon for the extended. Follow me on the social medias, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. And drop me a comment, drop me a like if I resonate with you as a reader. Please do subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and is rocking with me on this journey. And thank you and so much love to all my Patreon subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. So let's talk about this Taurus new moon. I'm very happy to say that energy that is ripe for manifestation is back and upon us. The Taurus new moon closes out the eclipse season. It's coming right after Mercury goes direct. And really it is kind of like a perfect culmination to a really reflective period of time where we got a chance to examine our values, dig into our personal truths and our evolving personal truths, and what our core motivations are for this life and how we're shaping our lives, and how those things have shifted over time. So, this past month or so has, it's like these changes have happened to us, and it's like whether it was by, cosmic force or this sort of divine flow and ease with the universe, there have been changes. And so, we're getting a chance now to sort of ground those changes, understand those changes and what they mean in action, and how they can really inform a very prosperous and abundant period of life for us moving forward. I say that because Jupiter this week also moved into Taurus, the sign of Taurus, which is a really exciting transit. Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It brings luck and expansion to wherever it is, right? And we are going to have Jupiter in Taurus for the next year. So that's really exciting. Taurus is a planet that energy that likes, it's very grounded. Taurus loves to feel good, eat good, live good, sleep good, Taurus is very sensual energy. But it also Taurian energy has a good dose of consistency and stability. And so you might be really feeling a a lot of those areas in your life are expanding. You might have changes in the home that are coming up here, or you might be expanding your home in some way, whatever home means for you, right? Home can mean a lot of things here in this incarnation. But whatever it is, we're grounding the changes in reality. We're exploring the infinite possibilities of, what we can create here in this existence. So I'm really excited about it. And I hope you're really excited about it too. I hope you're feeling good. And let's just hop into this reading. I'm just going to get one, hopefully, New Yorker card. Wow, I've been talking for 5 minutes. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to get one New Yorker card. And then we're going to lean in with Power of the Element Oracle. I got the Field Tarot out here. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there's our card. What do we have? And we'll put these down here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is the card. June 2nd, coming up very soon, could be an important date. Some of you could have been born on June 2nd, 1980. I don't know who that is. Somebody out there, that's your birthday. But this is like pairings. I mean, you might just be getting out and having a good time, spending time by water, but this is like, people coming together, friends coming together for a good time, or like families. I'm getting reunion energy here as well. Also people working together more collaboratively, especially if kind of some of the changes for you that happened during the eclipse season had to do with like shifting community, or friend groups, social groups, something like that, or even like work, like learning how to work collaboratively with new people, or learning how to work differently with people that you've been working with. And like a new energy of just going with the flow. It just feels like now, after the retrograde, it's more if things are going to feel more in flow. So like, if you have felt like you were swimming upstream when it comes to money, or paddling against the current when it comes to relationship, like now it's going to feel like everything is working in flow. Whether that, you know what I mean? Like, like your work is being rewarded like accurately, I guess. Like you're getting what you pay for, you get what you get out of it, what you put into it, type of energy. But it feels really good. It feels really good. Some of you, if you make some sort of like small investment, it will like, they're saying tumble into abundance. So like a small investment, maybe you buy, that could be a lottery ticket. Like you spend $1 on a lottery ticket and all of a sudden like you tumble, I don't know, stumble or tumble into abundance here. A lot of you too are like getting a better handle on your emotion, like if you felt like emotionally a lot was going on for you, you're getting a better handle on your like emotions, how you feel, learning that like, you can in very practical ways, create more joy in your life, and as you create more joy in your life, you attract more joy to you. Like it's kind of like understanding how your vibration is attracting your experience. One more, please. Ooh, whoa, okay, I'll take them both. All right. You have let go, adapt, and flow with ease. Yeah, it's like I said, now you're getting into flow. It's almost like, especially if you felt like you were like, if you felt like you were like sort of isolated or all by yourself, or you might have had people around you, but you felt like you were going through something all alone. That changes now. That changes possibly because your external environment is changing. Remove the energy blocks in you. The answers will come here. The answers will come. I think it's too like understanding, like the answers are now revealing themselves. The reasons why things had to end are revealing themselves. The sort of a new they're saying like a new clause in the master plan is being revealed to you or something like that. And like, as you start to understand, like as you start to come into clarity about one thing, it kind of gives you ease about what's to come in the future, because ultimately that the clarity is coming to you. Some of you could be going canoeing or kayaking here too, just as an aside. Inner secrets, all of you is worthy. Yes, that's very Taurian energy. Knowing your worth, and knowing that you will receive accordingly, right? You get out of it what you put into it. But you got to know that you are worthy of the extra work that you would put into something or put into yourself. You're also treat yourself sometimes. Go do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. As you're starting to emerge here, emerge with these new enlightened understandings of self, right? Just because of whatever the changes were for you during the eclipse season. It's okay, now it's all right, well, let me really step into and embody the change. So maybe that means physically doing something, like going to make some sort of change in your appearance, or having some sort of luxury beauty treatment, or maybe buying yourself a couple of pieces of new clothes for the new season, or it could just mean treating yourself to quiet time in the woods, an extra day off from work, or treating yourself to a new health routine, a new exercise routine. It's something like that. You are worth all of it. You are worth the extra time. You are worth the resources that you would just take to spend on you. The time, the resources to spend those on you is so important, right? Because what I was saying too is when you feel good, you attract more goodness into your life, right? You attract more things that feel good when you feel good. So you make a concerted effort to do that for yourself here. And then you have a place where your heart feels at home. More Taurian energy. Taurus is about the home, right? So I think I was saying this earlier, home can mean a lot of different things, but it's you're creating new homes for yourself, or finding new homes for yourself, new homes in people, new homes in places, new homes in attitudes or communities, and it's exciting. It feels a lot like an emergence, and it feels a lot like you allowing yourself to, really lean into this new launch point for everything that is possible from here on out. Okay, let's move on. Messages for the collective for the new moon in Taurus. Please. You're learning how to balance work and rest too. That's what I'm saying. You're learning you're learning that someone out here is learning that everything doesn't have to feel like a slog, and you don't have to beat yourself up if you're not constantly on it, on the go, or it can taking time for rest, to recenter, to recalibrate, to ground here, to get your thoughts together. Even taking time for that does not mean that you are not dedicated. It does not mean that, again, you are not worthy or that you are lazy or anything like that. It simply means that it's like you can't drive the car unless you charge it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the car's not going to go if you don't charge it, right? Or something like that. Or like, it's like with my car, there's some sort of like electrical problem. The car was literally fine the last time I drove it, and then I just went to turn it, and there was some sort of electrical problem. It needed to be tended to. It doesn't mean that it's not dedicated to me and it doesn't love me. And it's not gonna come back better on the other side and push me up and down the 5, right? It will, but you know, oh wow, look at that! Oh wow, look at that! And then you have here the Prince of Discs. Okay, cool. But like it needed to be tended to. It needed that treatment. It needed that spa treatment or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Or it needed to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Some of you like just are figuring out like, God, I need to take care of myself better. I need to go to the doctor. I need to go to the dentist. I need to, like, I've been meaning to make that appointment for blah, 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 blah. Or like, I need to go to therapy. I need to like recalibrate. Something like that. Some of you have sort of like, you're coming back to it. You're coming back to it, but you're coming back to it with a different kind of energy. With a different kind of energy, an energy that says that you're ready to commit to yourself. And there's no rush here. There's no rush because you know because you know the prize is coming regardless. You know the opportunities are coming regardless. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to rush. You don't have to push, right? It can feel good. Look at this. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Look at that blessing. Right? Look at that blessing. And the Ace of Pentacles says wealth. Some of you are realizing that, some of you are getting like some sort of windfall, like a major blessing, a major monetary blessing, or some sort of like a new like job. I don't really believe in dream jobs because, but like, a really key opportunity, a really key growth opportunity for you. Some sort of opportunity to really build and expand your wealth. Something is really being highlighted here in your financial sector, especially with your job. For some of you, you're very trusted. Or something that you've been working on. I guess it doesn't have to be your job. Thank you. Flippers, what do we have? The Moon, the Fool, and the 3 of Discs. The 5 of Pentacles. But the 5 of Pentacles came out kind of like this, right? On its side. It's like... It's like, this is like the proof in the pudding. This is kind of like the proof in the pudding where you realize like, okay, I actually can let go of the past. I really can let go of the past. And maybe the proof in the pudding is that you have like some sort of new connection, or like a new project is about to take off again, or like something finally starts to, you finally start to turn a profit on something right here. But it happens because you like step out on faith over fear here. This is what this moon and this Fool card are beginning, right? It's faith over fear. You know, again, there's this understanding that it's all going to be made clear, or it's all going to make sense soon. Like, you know what I mean? But and then you don't have to stress about that. And you know that because like in small ways, it already makes more sense than it did. It already like is starting to feel like, okay, there's a clearing. I feel you can feel the clearing here. Okay, let's see. Anything else for the collective? Somebody's getting a sleeve tattoo. Somebody's getting a new sleeve tattoo or a back tattoo here. Yeah, you can feel the clearing. You can feel the clearing. You're also that like there's about to be there's a payoff for embracing the change. There's a payoff for really like being like, all right, and for not fighting, for not fighting whatever you know has to change. Like, you know what I mean? And for like being like, okay, it's not going to happen. Like, I'm not going to really understand this new lay of the land, these new pathways, this new frequency immediately, right? It's going to take patience. It's going to require like a whole series of new experiences, some of which the likes of which I've probably never seen before, right? But there's like this. There's very much there's this awareness that you are that you're prepared for it somehow, and that there's plenty of time to accomplish it. Small returns on investment are going to start to build is like, so like if you invest time in something and then it gives you a little trickle, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's a little something, like, you know, maybe you got like you got an extra view, or you got a bigger tip, or you got a more posh gig or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like remember what you did and then maximize on that return on that investment, right? And so that you can like double up, right? Like Tupac said, I'm gonna keep doubling up, right? Like this is it's like you have to, like, you're gonna keep doubling up. Anything else before we wrap this one up? Yeah, it's a small, again, a tumbling, rumbling, a tumbling into abundance. Again, it's like a kind of like it'll be kind of like an avalanche. It starts off with a little couple like stones coming down the hill, and then all of a sudden it's like this mass amount of abundance. I don't know if you live in an area where there might be avalanches. Be careful. Rock avalanche specifically. Yeah, be careful of a rock avalanche. But then you have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles out here. This is like being resourceful. Using you maximizing on those small returns on investment to assist the avalanche of abundance. Assist the avalanche of abundance. And you're not going to have to do it alone anymore, right? You're not going to have to do it alone anymore. You're going to be combining efforts here. You're going to be combining efforts here. Yeah, you're definitely not going to have to do it alone anymore. Anything else? Oh, the Hermit really wanted to come out. Trust what you know. Trust what you know. Trust what you've been shown. Your inner wisdom too. Your inner wisdom, your inner guidance. Yeah. It's like this is like finally, because you're seeing practical, tangible rewards here in some way. Progress. Feels like progress. You're seeing progress. Slow but steady progress. It's like, don't become like a deer in the headlights here, right? It's like, okay, you know how to maximize, or at least if you don't, like, take that second so you can recalibrate and come up with a plan. Like, oh snap, even if you're like, oh snap, that worked, and then like, or you're like, oh snap, this opportunity is here. Like, you're like, okay, great, now like bring it all together. This is where you bring it all together. This is where you maximize your resources. This is where you take everything that you've learned, all the hard work that you've done, and you make clear choices. You make clear and decisive choices using excellent discernment based on your inner wisdom. That's what it is. That's what it is. Ace of Cups. Blessed. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles with the Empress card on the split here. Nice. The Empress card, that's Taurus energy. That's abundant energy. That's creativity. You're coming into a new, like, it's almost like as you start to see as you begin to, like, as the avalanche starts to roll and you begin to assist the avalanche, it's almost like you come up with all of these creative ways in order to get it to be like, bigger and better and grander. Yeah, a lot of creativity here, even with the Sun card out here too. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get what do we want to do? I'm going to do a shaman's dream because it's right in front of me. Let's do a shaman's dream and we'll wrap this one up, and then we'll go ahead and shuffle for the pick a card and we'll take it over to Patreon. If there's like a rock or a mountain emoji, drop me that, because I'll tell you what, you're about to tumble into a whole bunch of goodness. It's tumbling into a whole bunch of goodness, but it's like good. It's like shared. You know what I mean? It's yours, but it's shared. You're in a community of other folks who are also tumbling into their own goodness. So again, it's like when you embrace it, you attract it. When you embrace it, you attract it. When you embody it, you attract it. I have one card here to wrap this reading up for the collective. Taurus New Moon. There it is. The Wall. Obstacles. An 11 card. You're going to, like you've navigated so many obstacles. You have so much wisdom here to support you. You have so much wisdom here to support you. And the obstacles ahead of you will be different, but there's that, you already know that what's ahead of you is there's learning involved. Because there was, it's a new experience. It's a new plane. You're operating in a new vibe. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, it says, there are moments in your life when you are so geared up and so sure that you are on track with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall, i.e. eclipse season. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless if you've done everything right in alignment with the divine. It's imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. This is not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry about who will win or lose. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life on life's term will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. Your life might be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your intention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for its manifestation to be of the highest good of all? Patience is required now, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. It will never be, what is truly yours will never be walled off for you, from you. And it feels like, you took that rest period, right? Learning the balance here of like pushing, and getting into flow, and seeing how being in the flow is like the ultimate assistance for the avalanche of abundance. I love it for you. I love it for us. All right, y'all. That's been the message. I really hope that this message resonated with somebody out there. I'm going to take it on over to Patreon for the extended pick a card. So please, I hope you'll join me over there. Book a personal if you're so interested. Drop me a comment, hit the post notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Know that I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you in the next one.